What I'll do now is we'll just have a look at the event management system. So we've got Haileybury here, and I'll just go through to their events system. So we've got a list of all their currently active events. So we've got the Ken Phillips Day, Business Networking Cocktail Event, Mother's Day Luncheon, etc., etc., class of 1983 30-year reunion. So these are different facilities, these are different events that they've created on the site. And just to show you how these events are managed, I'll just click on, let's say, the 30-year reunion. And this is the event landing page. So the information that is displayed on this page is basically created when they create the event. Just to show you how that's done, I'll just click on Edit Event, because the process of editing event is the same as creating an event. Okay, so it just brings us up to a little wizard that steps us through the information I need to provide. We've just got name and category information up the top. Then we've got date, time, location information. We can actually just click on there because it's inbuilt with Google Maps to so we can actually show users where the event is as they're registering. Then we have the cost. The allow partners. You can have a different cost for partners. Allow group bookings, so you can book for up to 11 other people at a time. Then we can have junior discount, so we can put in a cost there and who is valid to receive the junior discount. This is an additional free text field. We can just type in whatever we want there. You can put images, PDFs, links to websites, whatever you want to put, you can just paste in there. Step 3 is all about the information that you want to collect off the alumni as they're registering for the event. So, for example, we can click on Ask Attendees if they'd like to help organising the event, add preferred name Friday tag, special dietary, special needs option, preferred grouping option, table captains. Table captains is an interesting one that actually lets people volunteer to be a table captain as they're registering for the event. And then people can see that person as they're registering on a drop-down. So when they're registering, they can either say, yes, they want to be a table captain, or if they don't want to be a table captain, they can pick off a list of existing table captains. And then when the tables are full, then the table captain drops off the list. So it's a nice way of just allocating people to different tables. Add additional questions. So you can see here I can add up to 10 additional questions to the site. So we could say, for example, would you like a tour of the school? Or we could say something like, would you like to take the bus? And something with the take the bus, we could charge $10. And what that means is that it comes up as a tick box when people are registering for the event, and if they tick that box, it just automatically adds an extra $10 to their bill and then just handles everything automatically inbuilt into the gateway. The other items here are just items to make it interesting to people when they're registering to the event. So you can link to a photo board. So if it was, for example, a 20-year reunion, you could show photos from last year's 20-year reunion or photos from when they were at school or whatever you want. You can show a private message board to promote discussion. You can show social connections to allow social networking promotion discussion. That's a really important one. We'll have a look at that in a couple of minutes, but that particular box there has had a significant impact, not only in the people, the ease in which people find out about the reunion, but it's actually increased the number of people attending reunions. And the last, we've got the show a list of invited members. That's also an important one. That shows a list so that people can send invitations for the event out to their friends. And again, it's propagating the entire community at the same time. It's just propagating this event. Further down in step 4, you can see this is where we can restrict different groups of people to register for the event. We've got here either all registered members or open to the general public or only those specifically invited. So with open to the general public as an example, this is where you could actually detach this event completely from your private community. It could have absolutely nothing to do with your private community. You just send the link out to the event and people can come along and register for the event without having to do anything to do with the community. All registered users might be a dinner or something, so you can just make sure that they are part of your community before you allow them to register for the event. Or only those specifically invited would be, for example, a year group reunion or something like that. So that's how you go about creating an event, and that then creates this landing page here. But what I might do is we'll go through to an example event that I have, so I can actually just talk you through the whole process of registering and collecting the information. So this is just loading up it's actually a copy of an event that ran last year, which was the Scotch College 20-year reunion. And what I might do is I'll also bring up I have a screen grab of the landing page of this particular Scotch event. Just log in there. So you can see here, this is a screen grab of the 20-year reunion. I took this screen grab just before, just after the event ran, so you can see the event is now closed. But the reason I'm bringing you to this event is that you can see it has the information about the event up the top, it has all the administrative facilities on the right, but down the bottom you've actually got a live conversation about the event, which is actually on the landing page of the event. Now, the key to this is that if you can get people engaging in this event and tagging each other and commenting, what it's effectively doing is promoting the event out to all their friends on Facebook. So to show you how that works, if I just come through to this Facebook account, and just down here you can see we've got the comment here, looking forward to a great night. Now that comment was made on the landing page of an event, just like these comments here. I'm ready for a good laugh, let's do it, should be a blast, I'm an interviewer. You know, these guys are actually encouraging each other to attend the event. And if you look at this particular comment here, whoops, if you look at that particular comment there by Mark John, that person actually has 3,000 friends on Facebook. So the sheer fact that he made a comment on this event, immediately an invitation to the event goes out to all his friends on Facebook. That's 3,000 people. But not only that, every single person he's tagged in this comment, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably about a dozen people that he's tagged in this comment, an invitation goes out to them, but not only that, an invitation goes out to all their friends on Facebook in their news feeds as well. So for example, you've got Fraser Pollock, a comment, a Facebook newsfeed item will go out to all his friends saying that Fraser Pollock was tagged in an event landing page. And I can show you that this is what it looks like here. So looking forward to a great night. It says PTLY Potentiality commented on a link, or it might be PTLY Potentiality was tagged in a link. So it's basically, you know, it's unheard of propagation. Just in this one comment here, that event would have been propagated out to tens of thousands of people just by that one comment. And we went through and counted all the friends of the people who were interacting with this message just after it, and it was around about 50, 60,000 people who were receiving these invitations to the event. So, you know, clearly this is an unprecedented way of actually broadcasting out invitations to events as far and wide as we possibly can. And I mean, this was only a 20-year reunion. There were only 200 odd people who are actually invited to this event, but it's kind of like the scattergun approach. If you can get to 50,000 people, then you're likely to get to a large proportion of the 200 people that are actually invited to the event. The key here is, though, because you're combining it with a private community, you're actually getting the benefits of the propagation mechanisms of Facebook, but you're actually also getting it in a private and secure environment at the same time. And what I mean by that is that this link here, which is the link that, you know, those 50, 60,000 people could see, any one of those 50 or 60,000 people could click on this link here, which is the link that takes us back to the event landing page. And when we come to that event landing page, it brings us to the, oh, that event has been removed. That's unfortunate. Okay, so I'm just going to have to just bear with me one sec. What I'm going to do is take you through to another public version of an event landing page. Okay, so this is a public version of this particular event landing page. So anyone on Facebook who clicks on, no, where was I? Anyone on Facebook who clicks on this particular link that takes them through to the event will come through to this page here, which is the public version of this event landing page, and it says, you know, the class 1983 30-year reunion, date, time, cost, but it won't give them any further information about the event. So we're giving them a limited amount of information, but then we're basically saying we want to make sure you are someone involved in this community before we're actually going to let you see all the information about the event. So someone could then just type in their email address and password, which identifies them, makes sure they are who they say they are, if I put in the correct password, that is. And then it brings them back to the exact same landing page, but now I have all the information. So we've got the further information there, and then I can just click on register for this event. So the key there is that we're getting the benefits of the social network, but we're also getting the benefits of a private and secure environment at the same time. So broadcasting out, Facebook is now unparalleled, but it's not very good at privacy and security. So it really is getting the best of both worlds. The other thing that it's doing is that it's using the event as a reason to get people to reconnect with your community. So if they're actually, they see that they've got their 30-year reunion on Facebook, they click on that link, it brings them back to the public event landing page, and then they have to actually connect with your community in order to RSVP to that event. It really is doing the reverse. It's actually using the event as a mechanism of